Hello, my baddies. Welcome to a special bonus solo mini-sode that we're doing as part of our In the Cosmic Zone series. I just wanted to have a little QT with my cosmic QTs today, if you will. Welcome to CosmicRX Radio, a podcast that gives you real-life tools of spiritual empowerment and pure hype. I'm your host and intuitive guide, Madi Murphy. I'll be serving up your weekly energy readings, cosmic boss interviews, and astro inspiration. Are you ready to love yourself more, manifest your dream life, and own your magic? Let's jump in. If you're new here, hi, I'm Madi Murphy. I'm your high vibe hype woman. I'm your cosmic consultant. I am your messy but mystical guide on this wild ride of being a human. And I just wrote a book called In the Cosmic Zone. And it is a guide using the 12 keys of astrology through the zodiac signs to really activate your authentic self, to unleash your genius. But we're going into eclipse season here. And we're going into a big swirling of astrofuckery that's been basically after a year of astrofuckery and maybe a decade of it, if anyone's been paying attention. And I just wanted to give you a little perspective shift, a pep talk, a little permission slip maybe today. I want you to think about this concept of just starting now, starting before you're ready, and just focusing on being consistent versus having it all figured out, versus feeling like you have to show up fully constructed. Okay. And what do I mean by this? So we're going into, we're in Virgo season. We have a double Virgo new moon. We have a Pisces full moon. And one of those Virgo new moons and that Pisces moon, they're eclipses. So they're going to send us reeling, healing, and feeling in some kind of big way. I'm already feeling it. I feel a mixture of like amped and exhausted. Everything's all over the place, like in my mind at least. But I'm feeling, we had a hurricane come through Montauk where I am, and it was just like the biggest, gnarliest, craziest waves I saw yesterday. And I was like, wow, this is one of those moments where the Earth 3D nature weather is really mirroring the astrological weather, because I feel like we're all about to go through that Pisces full moon eclipse is going to send our inner currents going, and we're going to be asked to really do a few things. We're going to ask to trust in a big way, right? The Pisces key in my book is I trust. We're going to be asked to, really probably let go and release some things, let some big healing happen in ourselves, an awakening, an opening up of our consciousness. And we're going to be asked to listen to our intuition. We're going to be asked to connect to spirit. And all of these things, they're so like nebulous. The Pisces realm rules the invisible, the unseen, the numinous. And for us to really understand what that means and to digest that, we need the Virgo part of the axis. Virgo quite literally rules digestion and helps us digest things. And Virgo wants us to know that like life is made up of the small moments, the kind of the devil, or I would say the divinity is in the details, the things that we do, like a devotional act, small but steady, making it sacred, is how we help support either big moments of transformation, big moments of transcendence, whether that's helping us understand our intuition so we can interpret it, by having rituals and tools that help us digest our intuitive messages for more clarity, or whether that's, working on a big goal for your body, for your business, for your brand, but breaking that into just little things you're doing each day, right? So I just want this little mini, just kind of felt called to come on here and just chat you and I about like, just show up, just start this eclipse season. I'm not saying start something in a big way, because eclipses are really intense energetically, but like, making some of those small steps, right? If you've been feeling like, you know what, I'm kind of sick of my own BS in this one area of life, or this one thing is calling, or I haven't been feeling like myself, or I feel like I'm outgrowing something, this is a great time. This is a great eclipse season to start committing to living in more alignment. Pisces Virgo access is so much about support and help Pisces in the spiritual realm, Virgo in the earth realm. So to me, I always look at what's going on in the planets and the cosmos as love letters from the universe, from our spirit guides. And so the message right now is you are so supported. If you want to make a big change from the inside out, if you want to make a big change in whatever aspect of life that you are ready to outgrow, to move on, to have a grow up, a glow up, a flow up, you're ready. Okay. And it's just about not having it all figured out. We don't have to have the how figured out. That is not your job. Your job is just to commit to your vision, understand your values, and set intentions that helps you live in alignment with that. And be curious along the way. Invite in more room for more self-compassion, to think about, can I bring in more pleasure while I'm doing this? Okay. Like, we get to do this human experience in this body one time. Please, I'm just going to encourage you, and I'm speaking to myself too. Don't let all of like the how and the future planning and the like feeling off, or not feeling like you've outgrown something, or feeling again just out of alignment. You're not meant to live like that. You are meant to live in a place of openness, of joy, of wonder, of really getting to be you in your fullest expression. Okay. So if you are looking for, again, sometimes saying this stuff is abstract, or it's like a hype message, which is cool, but it's like, what does this actually look like? How do I begin to understand what is that vision? Who am I? What lights me up? And sometimes we can get so far away from our light, from our truth, that it's hard to even come back, right? And to understand what that is. So we are going to be doing a free 28-day challenge. We want to call it a sprint, to really align with your highest and hottest self, using, the book as a guide. We're going to be doing daily prompts from the books. So there's a whole point system, okay? Because we Virgoified, we're gamifying living in your cosmic zone. It's a really cool challenge. We're going to have a WhatsApp group. We're going to have a weekly PDF that goes out. Audrey even designed a cute, fun little an app, if you will, that will really help you track. We're talking about self-care practices, journal prompts. We're going to be encouraged to post in the group and be visible and be seen as a way of creating movement and momentum. Sometimes we get so in our head, or so isolated, or so distracted, or so drained, we can forget that we are really fucking awesome, and we are here to do this life, like I said, in this body, one time, one shot, right? And I don't know about you, but I want to look back on my life and be like, I did it. I squeezed the juice. I showed up, I faced some things head on, and I just remember that I really am that bitch. So if you have something that you already know what that is, that vision, and you're like, how the F do I get started? Truly the best way I have found in life, I have hustled, I have clenched down, I have stressed and strained my way through so many projects. When I step into alignment and focus on taking care of myself and showing up for myself, there's so much more flow, and you can get things done. Again, just the past year of my life, 2 babies and a book. I don't want to say it was easy, but there was more ease than I ever could have imagined, because it was flow, because it was alignment. I have done other things that were 1/4, 1/10, 1/100th, as challenging as that felt like the hardest things I've ever done, right? Because I was dragging, because I was forcing, because I was living in a place of lack or self-doubt. So if you're ready to just come back into yourself, join us on this challenge. We kick off on August 23rd for the first Virgo new moon, and we'll go for 28 days. So, we'll hold your hand. We'll be there in community. We will live, laugh, love, and say, what the fuck, through it all during eclipse season. But yeah, just wanted to give you a little 10 minutes or less pep talk. I hope this did something, reminded you of something, gave you permission. I want us to focus less on perfection, more on progress, more on finding movement and momentum towards our truth, and enjoying the journey along the way. So if you're in, come find the link over on our Instagram. We'll also link it in the show notes. And I'm just sending you so much love, and get in, baby. We're going to the cosmic zone. Do you love getting your Cosmic RX for the week here and want more? Make sure to sign up for our premium subscription so you can get exclusive access to bonus podcast episodes, all of my astrology info for the month ahead, and live new and full moon calls to help you manifest your dream life with an intentional, international community of other cosmic baddies. Sign up through our link in show notes. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you want to know more about CosmicRX, head on over to thecosmicrx.com. And if you really love this show, I'd love it if you left a rating and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. I super love hearing from you and reading your reviews. All right, you cosmic baddie, tune in next week. And until then, remember, love yourself fully, work your magic, and take no shit.